put it on active speaker mode if you like here. And then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, bend the knees in. And then you're welcome to, if you have blocks or blankets, you're welcome to support the knees with some padding underneath. And then just lying back. You might want to flip around it so you're facing in toward us this way, so that when we go to stand. No, so yes. So you'll be able to see. And then release your arms to your sides, bring your palms to face up, close the eyes here. Take a couple of breaths to just settle in, allow yourself to sink down. Relax your jaw, allow the face to soften. Allow the eyes to close. And take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, sending it all the way down to your toes. Just check. It looks like someone's going to make. I'm not sure. And working your way up, starting at your toes. Relax your feet. Bring your attention to your calves. You don't have any tension on the thighs. Working your way up to your back. Your chest. Your arms at the sides. Work our way all the way up to the shoulders, neck, and head. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale slowly. And then from here, bring the hands to the outsides of the knees. Kind of draw the knees in together. So put your blocks or any padding out of the way and walk your feet out to the edges of the mat here. Bring the arms up overhead, bend the elbow. Just allow the knees to drop in toward the center, and then taking a moment here. Take the knees left to right. Make sure the feet are wide apart. Just windshield wipering out the legs. And see if you can time this with your breath. So as you inhale, coming back toward the center. On an exhale, coming up and over to the right. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, up and over to the left. And then the next time that you drop your knees over to the right, looking over this left shoulder and so you breathe into that whole left side. Breathing into the low back or engage. Inhale back through the center. This time looking over that right shoulder, directing the breath to the right side, right low ribs. Take another breath here. And coming back to the center, go ahead and just wrap your arms around the knees. Give your knees a hug. Pulling your knees in toward the chest here. Start a little release of the low back. So little circles. And you can trace a circle on the ceiling with those knees coming clockwise. A couple of circles. And then counterclockwise, nice and easy. And here, keep the right knee hugging in for the chest. Just lengthen this left leg long onto your mat. Take a moment here, using that upper body stretch to draw your knee in toward the chest. Start to release through the front of that hip. Take a breath in. Same circles. So drawing a circle on the ceiling with that knee. And clockwise here, feeling the low back press down into the mat. And then heel away. And then reversing that circle, coming into the opposite direction. Next time you give your knee a hug, scoot your hips a bit to the right. We'll take the knee across the body here. Taking the hand to the outside of the knee, let the weight of that right shoulder blade release into the floor. Take a deep breath here, and as you exhale, coming into this twist, one more breath in. Exhale, releasing, and then come out to the back. We'll slide the hands back behind the thigh. Lengthen all the way through that leg. So bending your knee and draw the foot in toward the sitting bone here. And then lengthen through the leg. Move through that a couple more times. Just moving on the breath. It's easy. And the next time that you extend through that leg, holding here, lengthen the leg, keep the hands on the thigh or sliding them out to the calf. And you peel the upper body away from your mat, drawing the forehead toward the knee. Take a breath in here. And on an exhale, nice and easy, lengthening through that leg, slowly releasing all the way down to the floor. Take a moment just to notice the difference in the hips. Maybe that right leg feels a little longer than the left. And then we'll draw the left knee into the chest. So interlacing the fingers up underneath the knee here, take a couple of breaths just to start to release through the front of that hip. Breathing in and out. And then starting those same circles, circling clockwise here, like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling with that knee. And reversing the circle, coming in the opposite direction. Nice and easy. Next time that you draw your knee in toward the chest, switch the hips a bit to the left this time. Dropping your knee across the body here, let the weight of that left shoulder blade release to the floor. Coming up for a twist. Take another breath in here. Still twisting out. Deep inhale, and then sliding back onto your back, moving the hands back behind the thigh, take your time. Straightening all the way with that leg. And then bend the knee and drawing your foot in toward the sitting bone here. And then lengthening through that leg. Go through that a couple more times, looking on your breath. Nice and easy. And then next time you lengthen all the way through that leg, hold right here. Taking the hands back behind the thigh or sliding them up to the calf. All the upper body away from your mat. Taking the forehead toward the knee, take another breath in. And as you exhale, nice and slow, extending through that leg. You feel like you're lengthening toward that opposite wall as you slowly lower down to the floor. Taking a moment to observe the difference in the hips. Take the arms up overhead from here and just take a stretch from your fingers all the way down to the toes. And then bending the knees in one at a time. And then make your way onto your side. And we'll press down to rise up. Coming up to an easy seated position, you're welcome to take a block or some padding underneath the seat here. And then see if you can lengthen the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. And as you do, sink the sitting bones down into the floor. Taking a moment to settle in. Notice the breath. As you inhale, finding that expansion across the chest and the belly. As you exhale, think of sinking the sitting bones down into your mat. Allowing for the belly to deplete. And as you're ready, just taking the palms together over your heart. Your thumbs right to heart center and take a moment. Just allowing for an intention to rise for practice. We'll seal that intention with the sound of one hand. So inhaling. Take a breath. Exhale fully. Go ahead and blink open the eyes. From here, we'll join the palms, spread through the fingers. See if we can make contact down through the index fingers, the thumbs, the pinkies. And then from the pinkies pressing broad across the collarbones a bit. From that broadening, just floating the arms all the way up. As you exhale, releasing your hands back over heart center. Palms will press, arms will lift, easing up toward your thumbs. And as you exhale, releasing your hands back over heart center. Remember, like that, inhale, arms reach, ease toward the thumbs. Exhale, releasing your hands over the heart. Next time you breathe in, take the arms up overhead. And this time, straightening through the elbows, go ahead and interlace the fingers, and then invert your palms and lift them up toward the ceiling. Find this lift up even as you sink down. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, start to curl the spine under and round. So as you inhale, float the arms back up, allow the back to arch. Think of lengthening across the belly as you exhale, once again, round, shoot your chest, the strong stack. Inhale, lengthen, palms sweep up toward the ceiling. Nice, exhale, rounding once again, shoot your chest. Next time you breathe in, float the palms up and take your sitting bones down. Take a breath in as you exhale, elbows will bend. We'll nestle the back bend into the arm. And then from here, growing tall. Take an inhale, taking that entire out breath to release the hand. Sliding this hand back behind your head, easing up toward your elbow, breathe into those side ribs. Exhale, round, folding over. So peeling out, holding across the chest. Exhale, round, folding over. And you like that. Inhale, breathing into that full side. Exhale as you round and fold. The next time you peel out, just extend this arm all the way alongside your ear. Again, try bringing your block underneath your seat here. That's going to elevate your hips. And bring your hips up higher than your knees. So lift up. And that'll be easier to upright the pelvis. And then directing your breath into those lower ribs. Take another deep inhale. And as you exhale, releasing that hand out. We'll draw the forehead toward the knee. So allow the weight of the head to release here. Relax your jaw. Softening into this, take one more deep inhale. This time as you exhale, sliding that hand to the outside of the knee. Taking the other hand, bring it back behind you. So grow tall. And on the exhale breath, setting up for this twist. We'll pull the belly up and in, and then lengthen up through the crown of the head. As you exhale, ribs wrapping around the head and back and follow. One more breath here. Deepening this twist. And then as you inhale and wind, we'll sweep the arms, taking the arms all the way up alongside your ears, stroking the arms behind you. Put your fingertips here, bend your elbows just a bit. And then lift your heart, allow the chest to lift. A little bit of a back bend. One more breath in, and then rocking back to your sitting bones here. Just switch to crossing the legs. We'll bring that other leg out top. Rejoin the palms, pressing your palms together here. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, releasing your hands together over the heart. So palms press, arms lift, easing up toward the thumbs. Exhale, releasing your hands back to the side. Once again, pressing the palms together, reach, easing up toward the hands. And then the next time you inhale, taking the arms up, we'll take that opposite and release the fingers. So that opposite thumb on top. Invert the palms here, reach them up toward the ceiling, grow a little taller first, get long through both sides of the waist. As you exhale, start to round, bring your palms toward the front. Inhale, creating length through the belly, arching the spine. Exhale, once again, round. Rocking back to the sitting bones. Inhale, belly lengthens, arms sweep. Exhale, round, shin to the chest, pelvis rocks down. So next time you inhale, arms float up. Sitting bones sink down, take a breath in. This time bending that left elbow. And allowing that elbow to drop down, nestle the back of the head into the arm here. Notice if the chin's coming toward the chest. You can back it up a bit more. You find a little more length up through the crown of your head. One more breath in. Using that entire out breath to release this hand. Sliding the other hand back behind your head. Grow tall, look up toward that elbow, and as you exhale, round, folding over. So as you peel out, lengthen. Exhale, rounding, folding over. Inhale, creating space. Exhale, around and fold. Next time you peel out, send this arm fully alongside the ear. And then notice if the shoulder's creeping up by the ear. Can you draw the shoulder blade onto your back? Bringing this palm to face down, find a little more length out through the fingertips. Breathing into those side ribs, breathing up the side ribs for one more breath. We'll sweep the hand down, and this time draw that forehead through. Allow the back of the neck to relax. Start to draw through that right shoulder. Take a breath in here, and we'll sweep the hand to the outside of the knee. Taking your other hand, bring it back behind you, go tall first. And on the exhale breath, setting up for this twist. So, around the head reaches toward the ceiling, pull the belly up and then creating space here. And then you can think of twisting into that space. Once again, inhale for a tall. Ribs wrapping around, head and neck are just kind of along for the ride. One more breath. On your next breath in, sweeping the arms. We'll backstroke the arms all the way back behind you. Come to fingertips here. Lift your elbows just about, lift your heart, lift your chest. A little bit of a back bend, stay here, peeling the hips away from the floor, one more breath. And then exhale, releasing. Nice, coming off of your blocker blanket if you're on one. And coming onto hands and knees. We're gonna bring the hips and knees in line. Stack your shoulders so they're right over top of your wrists. Spread the fingers. Taking anchor down into the floor with finger pads and knuckle pads. And then just dropping the belly on an inhale, allow the heart to extend. As you exhale, roll the tail under around all the way to the cat. So the belly will drop from here, the heart will lift, lifting the gaze. And as you exhale, pressing into the hands as you round all the way into cat. And then just moving on your own breath here. On your own timing, warming up the spine. Everything's moving. And starting to connect here your breath with the movement. Next time you curl your tail under, see if you can lead with the tail and just allow the tail to lift, and the belly to drop, and then the heart to lift. Followed by the head and neck, and then rolling the tail under, rounding up through the spine, kind of like a progressive cat-cow, all the way up, and then bring the chin toward the chest. And then just see if you can close the eyes if you feel comfortable, and let the tailbone lead. So instead of leading with the head, we tend to be visual and lead with our eyes. We're taking the eyes out of the equation here and just kind of feeling your way through this. And then the next time that you curl the tail under and round up through the spine, we'll ease over that right shoulder and just kind of take it into side-to-side cat-cow. Hips over to the right, and then rounding up through the middle, chin toward the chest, and moving over that left shoulder this time. And then pressing into the hands, round up through the spine. Move that right shoulder once again, taking the hips to the right. And then rolling the tail under and taking the hips over to the left. Nice. The next time you round through the spine, we'll press into the hands. And then from here, bring the knees a little bit wider, bring the hips up all the way back for the heels. Lengthen the arms out long in front of you as you press into the hands, hover the elbows away. And then take a breath in and just walk it out to the right here. And then maybe stacking that left palm over top the right. As you reach to the right, reach the hips over to the left. You can breathe into that full left side. And then take another breath in. Keep the arms nice and long. We'll walk it through center here. And take your time making your way over to the left. So lay your chest over that left thigh. Reach the hips over to the right. So you can breathe into those right ribs. Full right side. And make your way back to the center. Keep the arms out long and front here. We'll inhale, shift forward onto all fours. Bring the shoulders a little forward to the wrists. And then exhale, rocking back. So rounding the spine, tailbone draws you back. Into more of an extended cat-cow, moving on your breath. Take your time. The next time you shift forward, we'll take this into a circle around to the right. Pressing into the hands actively. So opening up to the shoulders, starting to open up through the hips. Let's go through one more circle and then we'll reverse this circle. So moving in the opposite direction. Your circle might be bigger or smaller than mine, whatever feels right for your body today. Next time you shift forward, we'll readjust the hands and knees and just take this right leg straight back. So lifting the leg so it's in line with the hip here. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, roll the tail under, goes to your knee. Re-extend and reach through the heel of that foot. And then nose to your knee. Pull the belly up and in. Two more like that. Moving on your breath. Rolling the tail under here, last one. Re-extend. From here, bring your nose to your knee, and then the next time that you re-extend, find an external rotation through the hip joint here, and we'll aim the knee toward that right elbow. And then reaching it back behind you. And tap the right elbow, moving with your breath. Bring your hands a little further back, Janet, so they're in line with your shoulders. There you go. Just do more like that. Moving with the breath. This next time, go ahead and aim it toward the elbow and step your foot all the way to the outside of this right hand. Readjust the hands a bit and then sink into the hips. Nice, you're welcome to grab a block here as needed. I'm just gonna lengthen all the way through this front leg. So if you need to, hands onto a block. And then rebend and draw the heart forward. And lengthen all the way through that leg. Two like that, just trying to open up the hips, the backs of the legs here. And the next time you rebend, we'll take this into a circle around to the right. Moving clockwise here. Do some hip circles. Two more. Here. So we rebend this knee, shifting weight into the hands, lift through the belly, and back to all fours. Readjust the hands, so slide them back just a bit so they're underneath the shoulders. I'll bring the left leg straight back. So lifting that leg so it's in line with the hip. Take a breath in here as you exhale. Nose to your knee. Re-extend, reach back through the heel of the foot. And then nose to your knee. Roll the tail under. Pull the belly up and in here, really rounding through the spine. And then think of reaching through that heel like you're bringing a foot from the top wall behind you. From here, turning out in the hip joint. We'll aim the knee toward that left elbow. And then re-extend. And then aiming the knee toward that left elbow. Nice, re-extend. Two more like that. Moving with your breath. On this next one, stepping the foot all the way to the outside of the left hand. Readjust, sinking to the hips and slide the hands forward a bit, maybe taking the hands onto a block. Give yourself a moment to sink, and then from here, we'll extend all the way through that leg to draw the hips back. And then we bend, drawing the heart forward and extend, and go through that 2 more times. Starting to warm up through the hips and shoulders here. And then the next time you rebound this knee, this time let's take that circle around to the left. So bring weight into that left hand, circle the hips all the way back around. And again, listening to your own body, so whatever feels right for you, you might have bigger, smaller circles than me. And then the next time you rebound, we'll tuck or lift through the belly and just shift back onto all fours, keeping the hands slightly forward here. This time tucking the toes under, lift the knees, and we'll reach the hips up and back. So making your way to your first downward dog of the day, go ahead and bend the knee, straighten the knee. Taking your time, still warming up, everything's moving. Next time we reach for that heel of the foot, go ahead and hold, bending into that left knee. Breathing into that stretch, and then switch, reach the left heel to the floor, bend into that right knee. And then switch. And next time you reach to that left heel, roll over the top of the right foot. Rolling through the toes, we'll roll over the top of the left foot. So you can have the feet a bit here too. Go back and forth a couple of times. The next time you roll over the top of that right foot, let's do some circles of the ankle here. So circling clockwise, counterclockwise, and then same on the left side. And then reaching the heels toward the floor, pressing into the hands, actively just moving toward the thighs. Heels are lengthening towards your mat. Inhale, we'll lift the heels and heel forward into a high plank or push-up position. So bring those shoulders so they're directly over top of the wrists. Burn the shoulder blades onto your back here. Find that lift of the belly. You're always welcome to lower the knees. And then from here, drawing the thighs back, lifting up to downward dog. Nice, shifting forward, find your high plank. Broaden across the collarbones, one long line, crown of the head through the heels. And then thighs, drawing back. Down dog, one more like that, peeling forward. Find your plank position here, and then bring your head in line with the spine. Really energize the legs. We'll forward onto the tippy toes. Taking the knees down to your mat. So you can lower your chest just between the hands. Elbows drawing in. Lowering all the way onto the belly here. Slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Wrap the elbows and activate the legs, and then baby cobra. Peel the chest away. Rest the forehead. Two more like that. Peeling the chest away, but keep the head in line with the spine. Glutes are actively engaged. Tops of feet are pressing down. One more little back bend here. And then drawing back from all fours. So tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Make your way to downward dog. Pedal in place once again. And then slowly and gradually, allowing that pedaling to walk all the way up to the top of your mat. And you noticing the feel of the mat underneath the feet. Bend in the knees as needed. Take the feet underneath your sitting bones here. Allow the knees to bend. To allow your chest to collapse toward the thighs. Your head is heavy. Shake your head yes. Shake it no. You can start to release any tension you might be holding on to the upper body. We'll take up a hold of opposite elbows here. Take a little sway side to side. Trying to open up the side body. Coming to rest in the middle. Softening the knees here. Pull up and in the belly. Your blocks to the top of your butt. And we'll rise up. So starting one vertebrae on top of another, knees are soft, down through the feet, rise. Shoulders roll back at the top to feel the feet in. Find Tadasana. On an inhale, sweeping the arms. Exhale, hinging from your hips, fold forward over the legs, a little bend in the knees as needed. We'll lengthen the belly here, hands to shins or thighs. And then folding forward, ground the feet, the arms all the way up as you inhale. Rise and releasing the arms down. Once again, inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, hinge for your hips, slowly forward. Lengthen the belly, and then folding forward again. Soften the knees a bit, hinge from your hips, rise all the way up to stand. From here, releasing the arms down. Tadasana. This time, inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, we'll hinge from the hips, fold forward over the legs. Find a long spine and take the right leg back into the left. And then keep this knee sort of lines over the ankle, thigh drawing up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, stepping that left foot back to meet your right. Making your way to downward facing dog. Lift the heels high, glide forward into plank. Bring your shoulders so they're directly over top of the wrists here. And then come forward to tippy toes, taking your knees to the mat. So you can hug your elbows and lower all the way onto your belly. Nice. Once you're here, slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Activate the legs, cobra, and then tucking the toes, press into the hands. Take your thighs up and back to downward dog. Taking a breath. From here, stepping the right foot forward between the hands, back to fingertips. And as you exhale, step that left foot to meet it. Fold, ground feet here, take the arms all the way up as you breathe in, and breathing out. Tadasana. Inhale here, arms sweep. Exhale, hinging from your hips, holding forward over the legs. Long spine, heart goes forward. This time we'll take the left leg back into a lunge. And then really activate the back thigh, making sure this knee aligns over the ankle here. And as you exhale, stepping that right foot back to meet your left. Downward facing dog. Lift the heels, glide forward on an inhale, coming into that plank. Lowering your knees to the floor or lowering your plank all the way to the ground. We'll activate the legs, let that support the lift of the chest here, cobra. And then tucking the toes, pressing into the hands. Get your thighs up and back to down dog. Inhaling here, and as you exhale, the left foot steps forward between the hands. Wiggle the back toes back as needed. Lift through the chest. And as you exhale, step the right foot to the left. Fold over your legs. Round the feet for 2 counts. All the way up as you breathe in. Breathing out. Tadasana. Inhale, sweeping the arms. Exhale, hinging from your hips. Fold forward over the legs. Lengthen the belly here. Heart draws forward. We'll take the right leg back. Little lunge. Make sure this front knee aligns over the ankle. Keep that back thigh drawing up toward the ceiling. So walk your hands back a little further, Janet, and then, and then bring that back toes back. From here, stepping that left foot to meet the right. making your way to downward dog. Lift the heels high, glide forward into the plank. Lowering the knees or lowering your plank to the floor. Activate the legs, heel the chest away, cobra. From here, tucking the toes, pressing into the hands, we'll draw the thighs up and back to down. Take a breath in, this time as you exhale, stepping that right foot forward, and then grab a hold of blocks if you like, lifting through the chest. And as you exhale, we'll lengthen all the way through that front leg. So as you rebound, the heart will draw forward. Knee lines over the ankle. And then as you exhale, lengthen all the way through that front leg. So remember, you can always take the blocks up to the higher height, the medium or the low height. So bring them on either side of the front foot. Wiggle those back toes back a little further, Janet, and bring your front foot forward. Walk your blocks in. Yep. And then lengthen. Nice. On this last one, we're going to lengthen and hold. So stepping this back foot in just a bit, grounding the heel. Soften your face. Relax your jaw a bit. Deep breaths in and out, getting a little deeper stretch to the hamstrings. Take another breath here. We'll exhale it fully. Nice, yeah, rebound that front knee, heart draws forward. And then from here, stepping that left foot to meet your right. Hold or pull. Grounding the feet, soften the knees, hinge from the hips, rise. Releasing the arms back down. Inhale, the arms will sweep. Hinge from the hips, hold all the way forward over the legs. And we'll lengthen the belly here, heart drawing forward. Try stepping the left foot back into the lunge. Each of the knee lines over the ankle, heart drawing forward. Nice, from here, stepping that right foot back to meet your left. Downward dog. Lift the heels high, glide forward into a plank. Lowering the knees or lowering the plank to the floor in one piece. Activate the legs, heel the chest away, taking a larger breath. Tucking the toes, pressing into the hands. We'll take the thighs up and back to down dog. Take a breath as you exhale, stepping that left foot forward this time. You can grab a hold of some blocks here. Lift through the chest as you bend into that front knee. And on an exhale, lengthening through the front leg, drawing the hips out. Rebound, heart draws forward. Exhale, lengthen. Hips draw back. Two more. Moving on your breath here, and you can readjust the blocks as needed. So bring them higher or lower. Nice. On our last one, we'll lengthen all the way. Step this back foot in just a bit so you feel secure. Ground the heel if you're able, and then soften over the front leg. Soften the face. Easy breaths in and out. Take another breath in here. So fully, we'll rebound this front knee, draw heart forward, wiggle the back toes back just a bit. Step that right foot to meet your left. Hold over the legs, softening the knees, rise as you inhale. And releasing the arms down. On an inhale, breath, keeping the arms up overhead. Hinge from your hips or fold forward over the legs. Find a long spine. And then step to plank. And from here, draw the thighs back and lift up to downward dog. Nice. On an inhale, stepping that right foot forward. Ground the back heel, turning the back foot out of it. Take the arms all the way up into your Virabhadrasana. Bending into this front knee. See if you can ground down through the outer edge of that back foot. As you do, lift the chest. And then extending out through the arms. You can always take the arms to a V here. Softening into this, take another breath. And then we'll take an inhale as you exhale. Open up to warrior two. Readjust your stance just a bit. Spread through the front toes. Start to bend into that front knee. Reaching out through the arms. Find that extension out from fingertip to fingertip. Easing down that right index finger. Settle into the hips. Nice. Relax the jaw a bit. Soften the face. From here, we'll rotate the front palm. Send the back hand down the back thigh. Take a reverse warrior. And then coming back into warrior two. From here, take the back hand all the way down to the floor. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Downward dog. Take a breath. And as you're ready, stepping that left foot forward. So turn out the back foot, ground the heel. Sweep the arms into your Virasana one. As you sink into that front knee, see if you can find some lift through the chest. And then finding that opening and extension out through the arms. Soften the face. Breathing in and out, take another breath here. We'll take an inhale, and as you exhale, just open up to 2. So readjust your stance a bit. Spread through the left toes. Start to really sink into that front knee. And then finding that extension through the arms. One long line, fingertip to fingertip, maybe taking a peek at that back hand. Hammer into that back foot, grounding down into the floor. Settle in, and we'll flip the front palm here. Reverse the warrior. Slide the back hand down the back thigh. Breathe into those left hips. And then coming back into warrior 2, nice and easy. Take the back hand all the way down. Find that lift through the belly. Step your left foot back to meet your right. And come back to downward dog. Let's lift the heels here. Bend the knees. Move your chest back toward the thighs. Stay here if this is more comfortable. Distributing some of the weight back toward the lower body. Here, lengthening the heels through the mat. They may touch, they may never touch. And then from here, on your next inhale, taking that right foot forward, turn the back foot out, round the heel, flip the arms up into your Virasana one. The grounding of that back heel, see if you can find that lift through the chest. And find that reach and extension out through the arms. Settling into the hips a bit here. Relaxing the jaw, allow the face to soften. Take another breath here as you exhale. Just opening it out to warrior 2. Readjust your stance a bit. Spread through the front toes so as you bend into this front knee, that knee will line over the ankle. And then bringing that front thigh more or less parallel to the mat. Broaden across the collarbones. Reach through the arms, so find a little bit of lightness through the arms here. Settling in, soften the face. Nice, we're gonna come back to reverse warrior, so rotate the front palm. Slide the back hand down the back thigh. Breathing into those right ribs, so take the right arm up and the left arm down, Jan. The other way, yeah. And then lengthen all the way through this front leg. We'll take it into a reverse triangle. And then cutting the right hip under here. Lengthen through that right side waist. Then comes to the shin. The left arm reaches high. Setting up for Trikonasana. So be careful that those toes come straight ahead. And then your chest is turning up. Low ribs rolling under here to help the chest turn up. And then find a little lift underneath, you're not sinking into those low ribs. Nice, we'll press down, rise back up. Bring the feet so they're parallel here, so turning the right toes forward. Bring to face the sidewall, lift your chest, extend the arms, into from your hips, pull all the way forward. And then hands can come to the blocks. If the hands don't really reach the floor, you can also lengthen your stance a little bit here. And then folding forward. You're welcome to take a slight bend in the knees here. Check out your feet. Make sure that they're more or less parallel to one another. Toes pointing straight ahead here, slightly turned in. Nice wide stance. Breathing in and out. Here, we'll lengthen the belly, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, start to walk around towards your right foot. So sitting off the back heel, deepen that front knee, sink the hips. Then you're welcome to grab blocks here. Give yourself a moment for your brain to send that message to the body that it can start to release and settle in. And then as you're ready, bring your hands onto this front thigh, find this lift through the chest. From here, we'll press down to rise up, back up the hips a bit so they're over this back knee, and then resync, keeping the pelvis traveling forward evenly. And then press down, rise up, and resync. One more like that, press down. We'll resync here. I'm gonna lift through the chest from here, extending through the arms, sweeping the arms up overhead to Anjaneyasana. Another breath in. Almost circle the arms all the way around. Put the hands onto blocks. Go back to a low lunge here. Find that lift through the belly. And then hopping the back foot in, ground, heel. We're going to take a hold of blocks here. Lengthening through the belly, fold all the way forward over the front leg. We'll set up for Parsvottanasana. So you want to ground the back heel, so if you need to, shorten the stance just a bit. And then blocks can be on the high, the medium, or the low height here, hands to the floor. And then softening over this front leg, breathing in and out. Nice, we'll take another breath or two here, nice and easy. And then rebending this front knee, moving the back toes back, come back to low lunge. Find a little lift through the belly here, pressing into the hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left, into down dog. Take a breath or two here. And then as you inhale, stepping this left foot forward. So grounding the back heel, reach the arms up, come up your Virasana one. Moving into that front knee, as you ground the heel, find this lift of the chest. So sink into that front knee a little bit more, Janet. And were you on the right or the left leg before? You did the whole thing on the series on the left side before? Okay, making sure. Opening across the chest, take another breath in as you exhale, opening out to warrior two. Readjust your stance a bit here so that as you bend into this front knee, this knee will line over the ankle, spread through the front toes. Take the outer edge of that back foot all the way to the floor. Extend out through the arms and find this lightness through the arms. And then looking down that left index finger. Settling in a bit here, settle into the hips. Breathing in and out. You just soften into this a bit, softening the face. Nice, we'll reverse warrior from here, rotating that front palm, send the back hand down the back thigh. And then from here, lengthening all the way through that front leg, but keep reaching back, take a reverse triangle. And then lengthening through that left sideways, take the hand to the shin. This top arm will reach up toward the ceiling. Triangle pose. Use the low ribs rolling under here to help the chest turn up. Energizing the legs, and then find a little lift out of that low waist so you're not sinking down. Take another breath here, and we'll actively press down for both feet, strong legs to rise. Bring those left toes so they're parallel to the right. Turn the face aside while lift the chest. You can extend the arms, hands on hips, hinging from your hips, holding forward. Come into a second set of wide-legged forward fold. The hands don't reach the floor, grab and hold blocks. You can also take a soft bend in the knees. And you can stay with that bend in the knees or maybe work towards lengthening the legs here. As you do, shift your weight forward. So the hips come over the heels, deepening that opening in the whole back body. Breathing in and out, so breathing into this. Take another breath or two here. Nice, and from here, we'll take another inhale. And then on your next inhalation, releasing and take my hands underneath the shoulders. Walk around from that left foot and rebend the front knee. So you're gonna make sure your right foot is forward this time. And then sink into your hips. You did that on the left side on the other. And then start to sink, settle in a bit. And when you're ready, bring your hands onto this front thigh. Find this lift to the chest. We'll press down to rise up. So think of pressing down for that left foot. Down, rise up. And then resync the hips. One more like that. Press down to rise up. Nice. When you resync the hips, make sure the pelvis is coming forward evenly. Sweeping the arms up here. Anjaneyasana. A heart will lift. Shoulders will open. Little back bend here. One more breath. Sweep the hands all the way back and around. You can round the little blocks here with your fingertips. Lift the chest away from the front thighs, keeping the back toes under low lunge. And then hopping that back footing around the heel. Lengthen through the belly. Readjust the blocks as needed. So walk that back foot in even further down so you can round the heel even further. And then take your blocks up a little higher. Yep. And then from here, lengthening over that front leg. Forehead toward the knee, Parsvottanasana. Relax your jaw here, allow the face to soften. Take another breath or two. Deep inhale, and then we'll rebend this front knee, draw your heart forward, and from here, wiggling the back toes back a bit, lift the belly, stepping that left foot out to meet your right, and making our way into downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. And we'll move forward again and step to the top of your mat. Nice, lengthen the spine, and then folding forward, soften the knees a bit, hinge from the hips. Rise all the way up, and release the arms. And take a moment just to stand in Tadasana here. So weight onto both feet. Start by spreading through the right toes, shift all the way to that right leg. And then the left foot can come up to kickstand with the ball of the foot touching down to the floor, heel to heel. You can bring that foot up to the shin, or putting the knee here, bring it all the way to the inner thigh. And then take the palms together over the heart to Vrikshasana. Make sure you're not leaning into that right hip. And then imagine that you have a string reaching the crown of the head toward the ceiling. And to find that blend up through the crown of the head, think of throwing a one step into the floor. Staying with this, or taking the arms up overhead, maybe taking those arms to a V. And if you like, maybe lifting your knees for a little more challenge. When you're ready, nice and easy, come on back down. We'll step to 2 feet. Take a moment in Tadasana. And then start by spreading through the toes of the left foot. Lift all 5 toes up, spread them, fanning them out as you release them down. Bring that right foot to the heel. Make sure you're not sinking into that left hip. You can come to the calf or take a hold of the foot, bring it all the way to the thigh or the inner groin. Joining the palms together in heart center. Actively engage that leg. So think of pressing that foot into the thigh or the calf here, and then pressing the thigh or the calf back into the foot. And you can take the arms up overhead. If you like, maybe lifting your knees up toward the hands, see how that changes your balance. Tree pose. And nice and slow, release, taking your time. Go back to 2 feet, taking a moment and fill. And then from here, inhaling the arms all the way up. So as you exhale, fold forward over the legs. We'll find a long spine here, and this time stepping into a plank. Rock forward to tippy toes. You can lower the knees to the floor for a little more challenge. Elbows drawing in, lower all the way up to the belly. And then releasing your arms at your sides. And then look over that right shoulder. You're welcome to allow the heels to fall apart for the big toes to touch. Nice, so we'll come into Shalabhasana from here. So chin to the top of the mat. Into our back bending sequence, start to roll the chest and shoulders open. Energize the legs, find that lift through the belly. And on your next inhale, lift the toes away from the floor, thighs lift away from your mat. Shoulders roll back, head in line with the spine, lift the chest a little higher. One more breath. Exhale, slow, lower, lifting over that opposite shoulder. Allow the heels to fall apart here, big toes can touch. And you can shimmy the hips side to side if you've gained any tension in that low back from here. And chin back to the top of the mat. This time, all in one piece. Roll the shoulders open. Roll the chest open. Lift the thighs away from the mat. Back of the neck is long. Energize the legs. Reaching the toes toward the wall behind you. One more breath. Exhale, slowly lower, keeping rest. Looking over that opposite shoulder. Take a little shimmy of the hips. Letting go. We'll come into one more when you're ready, rising up. Inhale, keep the back of the neck long. Energize the legs. Roll the chest and shoulders open. Take another breath. And nice and slow, lowering and releasing, letting go. Take a moment to neutralize. Heels fall apart, big toes come together. You can take the hips side to side. Nice, we'll slide the hands underneath the shoulders here. Pressing out, pull back into a little wider than usual child's pose. So bring those knees wide, big toes come together, sink the hips toward the heels, and just rest with your head on your mat. Easy. We'll come on up to all fours and swing the legs around here. Rocking side to side, bring the extra flexion, weight in your sitting bones. And then take a hand to your low back and just make sure you have this inward curve in the spine. So chances are if it's rounded that your pelvis is rocked back. So you can take some padding underneath the seat here, like block or lengthen. And then lengthen up to the crown of the head. You can also do a little bend in the knees. And we'll hinge from the hips. Just fold forward over the legs, moving into Paschimottanasana. Allow the weight in the head to release. Arms can release when they may. You may come back behind the feet or just to your sides. You're feeling a tug of the low back. Maybe back off a little. And then softening, releasing, and letting go. Take another breath or two here. Releasing into this forward fold. And then make sure you have enough room on your mat, so sliding forward as needed. Roll down through the spine, just kind of allow for your arms to drag across the mat. Lower all the way onto the back. Once you're here, bend the knees in. Keep a block hand. We're going to set up for bridge pose. Tucking the chin to the chest, lift the points up toward the ceiling. Welcome to stay here, kind of rocking side to side. Bring the shoulder blades up underneath, interlacing the fingers. Take another breath in. On an exhale, releasing the hands, rolling down bone by bone. All the way down to the front. Take a breath. And rolling back up. Second set of bridge. Take your time. And rock side to side here. And releasing bone by bone slowly. Nice and easy, lowering down. From here, taking the block, if you have one, we're going to lift the hips. Take your block on the lower, the medium height here. Bring it right at the base of the spine, that flat bone, the sacrum. And then from here, you're welcome to stay in a supported bridge, lengthening one leg and then the other up toward the ceiling. Flexing the feet a bit, you can take a little bend in the knees. And releasing the arms at your sides, the palms to face up. Setting up for a supported shoulder stand here. Allowing for the return of blood flow to the heart. Breathing in and out. Staying with this around breath. Another inhale here. And an entire exhale to bend the knees in and lower the feet to the floor. Lift the hips up here, slide your block out. And we'll walk the feet out to the edges of the mat. Dropping the knees in toward the center here, take a moment just to neutralize. Taking your knees right, left. Taking your time. Back to where we started. The next time you drop those knees over to the left or the right shoulder, direct your breath to the whole right side. Back to the center, drop the knees opposite direction this time. Breathe to that other side. Easy. Come back to the center. Wrap the arms around the knees here. Knees up. And then peel the upper body away from the mat. Bring your nose toward your knees, curling up into a little ball. So breath in. And then take that entire exhale slowly. Lengthen the legs long out your mat. Letting the legs drop open here. Arms releasing at your sides. Bringing the palms to face up. Releasing into Shavasana, our final rest. Trying to deepen the breath. Let's try and bring some back to the body. Wiggling the fingers. Once you're ready, bring the arms up overhead here to the spinal stretch from your fingers all the way down to the toes. And bending knees in one at a time. And go ahead and make your way onto your right side. We'll pause for a moment here. Just give me a moment to soak in all the effects of your practice. As you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, we'll press our way up to a seat. It's easy. Back to where you started. You can bring a block underneath the seat as needed. We'll rejoin the palms together. Apart. Bring your thumbs to heart center. Reconnect into your intention. From here, closing clasp the sound. Bring the hands to heart center and folding forward. Namaste. Namaste. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Thanks, Zoomers. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
We'll see you soon. Thanks, Mike. Bye, Barbara.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Meredith. Bye.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. Well, see you tomorrow, Danny.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Tomorrow morning. Wouldn't miss it.
I know. I was gonna say, you never miss that one unless you're in Florida, right?
Yes. Yeah, I canceled I was supposed to be in Florida, but I canceled around the 4th of July week just because of
yeah.
the stuff going on.
Well, Florida's pretty bad.
Yeah, Florida's.
Yeah,
Florida's the hot spot now.
Airport, I was a little nervous.
Oh,
about.
yeah.